Well, hello there. Evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing fantastically well. It's a lovely day. It's the wrong thing. We're looking for that one. There we are. Hey. Welcome to Explore the Beyond Scales of Destiny, episode 48. 48. Still blows my mind. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. And I hope you're all ready for some D&D action. We are picking up from last session, which was 2 weeks ago due to Yathina still being on, well, not even being on a plane. She was in a hotel room. It was shenanigans. It's all good. I'm trying out something of a bit different setup today. I have a third screen over here, so that's why I'm looking that way for a change. It might not last. We'll see. Anyway, important stuff. Twitch viewers watching live, hi. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you for the bits. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us live. It's pretty awesome to see you. If you're watching on YouTube later, hi, welcome. It's good to see you too. Even if you're not actually here right now, but that's fine. It's fine. We have something cool to unveil later on. Not sure when. We'll see. We'll see. But you'll know when it happens. Mainly because I'll tell you it's happening. Other than that, you know, do all the YouTube stuff, do all the Twitch stuff. Feel free to chat along in chat if you're here. Otherwise, feel free to sit silently. There's no pressure. There's no pressure. Consume the media however you wish. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling because I am rambling. And I'm just going to press this button and see if they're talking.
Yeah, get on their chicken burgers. It's just next level.
Who is that sponsoring?
KFC.
Oh.
We need to be careful.
It all started because I just was talking about my chicken that I was eating and saying that skin wasn't crispy enough.
Oh no.
And so KFC, obviously, the go-to for crispy chicken. And then we went on a rant.
I see. Okay. I'm here for it. Well, Rob, I hope we're not interrupting your consummation of chicken.
I have eaten them all. I'm now eating rice.
Fantastic. Feel free to do the recap in between rice for me.
Will do. Okay. So last time, after meeting the real Steelbrow, or what we believe to be the real Steelbrow, and convincing him that there is an imposter currently running the capital, Khir-Doral, we decided that we needed to take back the capital, and the best way to do that would be to do it by stealth, because there's most likely going to be guards everywhere, and anybody who knows of the sort of deception, if you will, would be onto us pretty quickly, especially if there was another Steelbrow walking around. So that was the plan anyway. That we would turn Steelbrow invisible, we'll go sneaky, jobs are good, and get to the capital. Everybody will be fine. So we did make our way through the sort of caves and stuff until we got to Khir-Doral. Did our invisibility spell as we should have, and then went into the marketplace. Now, the first sign of danger, things started to unravel. And because invisibility was a concentration spell, I believe who casted the invisibility? Was it you, Yathina?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe Nal tried to use another concentration spell at the same time, and I've forgotten which one it was exactly. But in doing so, made Steelbrow visible to all praying eyes, and so we got surrounded by guards who wanted to know our business, and upon seeing Steelbrow, were possibly about to attack us. We weren't sure certain, but now was, and she fired a firebolt straight into the middle of a bunch of guards and also civilians, killing mostly civilians and injuring a lot of guards. And so a fight ensued. I've forgotten how many guards there were in total, but there was a good old chunk of them. And every time they died, well, for the first time, their form changed from a guard to a scaly beast of some description. And so, after we took down a few of the guards and they reverted to their scaly form, we then, well, continued fighting until they started retreating. No doubt, intimidated by our prowess. And once we'd killed a few and the rest had retreated, we decided that we needed to take cover and regroup and heal and kind of get back up to full strength. So we convinced some nearby civilians that we're on a noble quest to overthrow the Deceptors and the fake Steelbrow. And yeah, I think we had a long rest, and here we are. Oh, of course, yes.
There we go.
Yes. Also, Sköld got a message from Jambari saying that Olkberg was under attack as well. So it looks like the deception has spread. And I informed her that she should go see the Valkyrie outside of Khir-Doral, as it is too dangerous here.
Okay.
That should be everything.
Okie dokie. As the four of you and Steelbrow and his guards are preparing to leave the small but comfortable abode of the couple who offered you sanctuary, the knowledge of Olkberg, at least being Olkberg, also being under attack, has unsettled Steelbrow. He's clearly not taken that news well, and his guards have been ever implacable. Like, they barely give a hint of reaction to anything, let alone this. But you know, there's a definite sense of unease, sort of circling through the group at the moment. And you can see that Steelbrow is dwelling on the thoughts that he's currently having, unable to sort of having an internal struggle with himself, if nothing else. Sköld, you can kind of see that he's actually, you know, like he's definitely internally debating the next move.
So, what's our next steps? Our cover has been blown, and I assume that those that retreated have given word that we are making an advance. How should we go about it?
I mean, how hidden are we going to be going through the city in our shapes and sizes, colours?
Didn't we come up with a plan, though, of now turning into Steelbrow and us trying to cause the distractions to split them up?
I mean, yeah, I guess that does still mean that if we go half and half is going to get attacked.
Yeah, we are split. I mean, the time is still, like, the sun hasn't risen yet. We're still really early morning, aren't we?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so we still have some darkness on our side. Someone will have to lead me.
But I don't. I mean, I can disguise myself. That's pretty much it. I can make someone invisible and not forget that it's a concentration spell. But that's about what I can do to support this. My idea was to send Echo out and make him be our spotter, but you know.
He can fly 100 feet above us, and we can still have him as a lookout, but I can't have him go further than that on his own without losing connection.
Okay.
That's still
But-
quite far.
Yeah, that's still far, and still, if he can watch or look, you know, ahead, that will at least give us some warning, even if
Yeah,
it's...
he could be 60 feet up, 40 feet ahead, or 40 feet up, 60 feet ahead.
That's not how geometry works, but yes.
I don't know how it works. I just know that equals 100.
I won't get into it. I'm sorry. The math nerd in me is wanting to explain triangles. Anyway, no, yeah. I mean, we can do that. We can also, yeah. I mean, I like the idea of splitting up and being more inconspicuous and smaller groups, but at the same time, if one of the groups gets attacked by more than two of these things, then we are in peril.
They were quite tough.
Yeah.
I'd be up for just keeping as a big group. And just
We didn't kill any of them, did we? We only killed the dwarf form of,
Killed at least one or two, I think.
but
I think we
nothing
killed.
was left over from
But
them.
they kind of vanished, deteriorated.
Yeah, like dust forms, a bit like them weird clay things we fought a while back.
All right.
Yeah, at least two, I think.
Okay, but we didn't learn anything from any of the corpses because there were no corpses from the ones that we killed.
Mm.
All right.
Only thing we kind of learn is maybe try to focus on one while they're, rather than try to mix damage around, I guess. But
yeah.
kind of difficult when they're flying around and can't reach them sometimes, I guess.
Yes, they were quite annoying in the air.
Well, we don't have to stand a massive, big group. We could at least be 20 foot, three of us, then another 20 foot, another three of us, 20 foot. So we're walking through the city, and
Mm-hmm.
if we're walking like side by side, it's going to look weird, but spread out a little bit. Maybe put some covers on some people, like Steelbrow's face, maybe cover that up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could invisible him again, but otherwise, yeah.
I mean, his guards clearly in that fight disappeared quite well. We never saw them, so we could try it again. With the darkness, we could be a bit more hidden.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is, okay, Jambari is also coming now, which...
Not here, though.
Not here, not yet. I don't know. We don't know what her plan is. If she's gone to the Valkyrie, where she's going afterwards, we don't know.
Well, it did take us some time to get here on a boat, and unless she's got wings, she's going to take some time to get here, so...
Why would she have wings? Also, who is Jambari, actually?
Oh yeah, what are you on about now? She's the lady that gave us our quest.
Nice.
She's the one that gave us the info on the magical... look around to see if where the people that own houses and go, dragon heart, egg.
No, I think you explained a lot of it last time because I was quite worried about the dragons that she is imprisoned. So
Okay.
yeah,
but
yeah, we'll see. If we put her in danger as well, that might be an issue. But we need to protect Steelbrow. That should be the first the first priority, and Sköld hears in his head, and if he dies, it's your turn. And yeah. And I think we can better protect him, even if we are not that stealthy when we're all together rather than when we're split up and trying to stealth.
It makes it. We're going for a good old siege into the castle. I haven't done one of them in a while, but this one's for good, so it'd be alright.
You really are a pirate, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, leaving now? Still waiting? What are we doing?
Well, if everybody's ready, we can head on.
Yeah.
Might as well go.
All right.
Probably should send the bird out first to check.
Yeah, that's a smart idea. Where's the door?
Where's
I'd
the
be-
door?
Listen, I forgot the orientation of the house for a second.
Where's the door? Well, maybe.
Okay. I send the bird out. He will fly up as high as he can before he starts to lose the ability to communicate with me, and just has a look around.
Okay. Currently, make a perception check for me
Okay.
with the bird's wisdom. Well, bird's
That's the-
perception.
Does the bird have dark vision?
Yeah, the bird does have dark vision because it's an owl.
Does it though?
You're the animal.
Yeah, it does. I'm joking. I'm winding you up. It's fine. You're okay.
Right.
No,
See
you're
that?
okay.
Echo is an owl.
Barely.
He just is a colourful one.
You have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or sight.
Oh, okay, I'll just roll another one then.
Yes, an improvement. It's difficult to see much due to like the sort of relative built-up nature of this place. Like this whole city is, kind of built on layers, and seeing in between them, is quite difficult. You do see that there's quite a few people already up and about. Some that look a bit more shady than others that seem to be potentially looking to do nefarious things, let's say.
Okay, just some shady people. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But other than that, you don't see anything particularly of interest.
Okay. I will commune back to everyone that from what Echo can see, it looks pretty okay out there for the moment. A couple shady people, but nothing that's too worrying.
No guards.
Not that Echo can see at the moment.
Okay.
I'll keep him up there, so he'll just be like directly above us for a while.
Oh, let's make our way then. I guess just like 3 at a time or something. That maths out, doesn't it? 3, 3, 3. Yeah.
Yep. Towards the castle.
Squidgy people in the middle. Not so
Right.
squidgy on the edges.
Right?
Do we?
Right.
So before, like, how capable are the guards of Steelbrow? Because we haven't seen them in the fight. They just fucked off.
You have no idea.
Okay.
They look sturdy. They look slightly underfed still. It's only been like a sort of 4 or 5 days since you met them, but they look sturdy and robust enough that they could probably hold their own. If nothing else, they've got some pretty beefy armor that should maybe keep them from just getting absolutely battered.
Okay.
Should.
Order.
I will
Bible.
I would suggest that, if we go in a 3x3 formation, that Steelbrow is literally in the middle. And Aqua and I are flanking him, and then everyone else goes around that.
That's a pretty good battle plan, yeah.
These 3 guards at the front, without even sort of communicating with you, just volunteer themselves to go out first.
Yeah, that's actually also a good idea, because the guards probably don't know what they look like.
So they step off. Steelbrow comes up behind you now, and it's just, "Hey, that's a good idea. Let's wait for them to go a bit, and then we'll head off to you."
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Alright.
How long are you waiting for? Are you giving them minutes, or are you just waiting seconds?
Nah, not longer than like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 20-foot
Yeah.
gap or something.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Before I go, I'm putting mage armor on.
No worries, no worries. Steelbrow steps out behind you now.
Before I go, I also cast False Life on myself.
Go, Aqua, go. You know where the
Sorry,
door
I'm trying to look for mage armor. It's like not appearing on my map thing.
Oh, it came up on our screen.
Oh no, it appeared there, but I'm trying to put it on my little guy.
Your little guy.
Not on stream.
Remember, always use protection.
Oh
Even
God, we're
from
turning
the
into it's a preachy stream now. Okay, so you guys, along with, oh my God, select all 3 of you. Jesus, are here. These 3, sort of here, and then you 3. All right. So keeping that general spread as you step out into the city as a whole, you see much the same that Aqua saw previously, where there are a few shadier looking types that are, peering into windows, kind of testing whether people are going to answer their door. They're kind of just, knocking and seeing what happens. There's a few drunks that are out and about that don't seem to be going in any particular direction. They're more just sort of prophesizing doom. Everyone, the general feeling around the city seems to be one of despair and generally just lack of hope. Houses have been boarded up or just a plain abandoned, and now that you're seeing closer, you can see the signs that looting has already happened. People in their desperation for food have been going in and out of shops and stands and stools and all sorts, trying to find any scraps of food they can. And when that took its course, they started breaking into houses, and you can see the aftermath of this quite clearly. And it's a sad sight. Steelbrow, sort of walking with you and Aqua, like Nell and Aqua, sorry, has a definite look of sadness on his face. He's quite clearly disturbed by this, and you can just hear him muttering under his breath. Can't quite make out what he's saying, but it's dejected. The guards, they'll walk a fair time, then stop at pretty much every junction and look left and right and look forwards and backwards, make sure that the coast is well and truly clear of any guards or any obstacles that may get in the way. And aside from the occasional guard that is patrolling a very large route, currently it seems fairly quiet.
Okay. I would also, while we were walking, particularly pay attention to anyone giving us a weird look. someone who might be, recognizing me, recognizing Steelbrow, even if it's just a commoner, just to make sure that no one is necessarily clocking our existence. And I don't mean like clocking our existence, but like whether there's any sort of look of recognition in anyone's face. That's what I'm looking for.
All right. Roll perception check for me. All right. With a 17, you are fairly on the ball when it comes to clocking everybody that you see. And aside from a few kind of curious looks and a few, looks that are clearly trying to size you up, generally you are ignored as just another passerby.
Okay.
Okay. About 20 minutes into the walk through the city. Where are you going, by the way? I feel like I didn't hear what you said.
What's the keyboard? What's the throne place?
Yeah.
So you're going to the palace.
The palace. That's the word that I was looking for. Yeah.
Okay. It's a fairly long walk. About 20 minutes in, you are stopped by the guards who get to a junction and stop. Just stop dead. And one of them raises their hand to stop you. And they don't move. They give no indication of what's happening. And then all three of them, it's like, say if this is the junction at this side, all three of them step back and into a sort of as hiding a position as they can get. These two at the back basically disappear into the shadows. This guy at the front is a little less successful. And after about 3 or 4 seconds of them hiding, you hear footsteps. And not just like light single footsteps. They are footsteps of a group. And it's like marching in lockstep.
But we're not in view of them yet?
You can't see them, but you can hear them. And judging by the guard's reaction, it seems like they're coming your way.
Is there room behind the guards?
We're gonna try and hide in the shadows here too.
Yeah, I mean, if you consider like this bit here as up against the buildings, it would be somewhat shaded.
I grab Steelbrow just to make sure that he's by my side.
And I have got like my arms on him trying to push him. It's like, come on.
Yeah, we try and hide in the shadows as well.
All right, roll stealth checks for me, please, everyone.
Crap.
Oh, it was almost a net 20. God.
Almost.
Oh, Vic. Wow. You all rolled so badly.
The DC is 10, right? The DC is 10. Please still say the DC is 10.
It was 11. As you all kind of try and get into the shadows, Steelbrow and his older guard, that you know as Belcom, they just disappear into the shadows. They just blend in, much like the other three did. The four of you are slightly less successful as far as you're aware. And then suddenly a group of 30 or 40 dwarven guards start marching down the street past you, luckily. None of them turned down your street. You were in a smaller, I guess street is still the same word, but it's more of an alley that is just it's slightly bigger, a bit wider, and they're marching on a main street. None of them turn down to come towards you, but you do. Sköld, Aqua, and Nell, you do glimpse a couple of them kind of look down in your general direction, but keep marching on.
I try to pretend that I was just stepping out of the way. You know, if they spotted us, I'm just gonna try and look busy.
Okay.
Guess we're at the back, so I'm kind of like going by what the other two groups do.
I'll stay. Like I would also look what the other three people would do.
Stop copying each other.
You're all
So-
so busy trying to copy each other in your stealthing that you kind of trip over each other a little bit, and you're all just kind of like poking your heads around to see what the others are doing, and the stealthing doesn't go too well.
Did I see what the guards looked like when they were?
They were
going
all
past us?
fully mailed, like
Uh-huh.
fully a heavy armor, mostly chainmail with a bit of plate. Dwarves, much like you fought the previous day. You know, with the variations therein, you know, they weren't all sort of generic. They all had their own quirks and stuff, but for the most part they were just the dwarf guards that you've met previously.
Okay, I will cast disguise self on myself and make myself look like one of those guys.
Okay, you're a tall guard.
Well, I have a variation of like 1 foot, so I'm still probably a little bit tall.
You're
but
quite a tall
yes.
guard.
And I make my armor look like the same chainmail that they've been wearing.
Okay. All of you watch as Nell casts Disguise Self, a spell that you've seen her cast quite a few times, and you can hear her mutter the incantation under her breath. And then her body just starts like expanding outwards to make her quite stout and hardy looking, and the armor just kind of grows out from her body. And she looks fairly convincing. Fairly. Except for the height. She does tower over all of the other dwarves in the group.
That's fine, I'm just a tall dwarf.
You're a tall dwarf.
The world's tallest dwarf.
As after probably about 30 seconds, the column continues past, and they continue in lockstep. They don't break it. There's no deviation. Even the dwarves that did look down in your direction continue the motion, continue the pattern. And eventually the sound starts to die down, and the eerie quiet of pre-dawn morning returns.
All right, let's keep going.
The front three guards retake their place in front, and they turn right the way the dwarves came from, down the road. And they keep to the right-hand side of this road. It's fairly wide. It's probably about 30 to 40 feet wide, with some market stalls that have been just destroyed, utterly obliterated through looting or just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And, you know, sometimes they have to move into the street to avoid it. Sometimes they move out of the street to avoid it. And after another 10 to 15 minutes of no real distractions, a few lurkers out on the street that are just, if nothing else, they seem to be cowering and hiding, staying away from any other people they can see. Eventually you can see the palace that you have visited previously, that's built into the mountain. Like this whole city's built into the mountain and ground, but this is almost protruding from it, and it's towering over the rest of the city. You've still got another 15 to 20 minutes of walking left, to get there.
Mhm.
However, you can now see your destination clearly. At this point, I'm going to ask everyone, are you going slowly and carefully, or are you trying to be brisk? How are you approaching this?
I think from our previous endeavors that we want to take things a bit slow. Well, I would be anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
seem,
wouldn't be rushing into it.
Okay.
yeah, seem casual. Seem like we have a purpose, but also like not seem suspicious. No, like we have a purpose. I'm also disguised as a guard, so I'm ready if we get asked where we're going. I'm ready to, you know.
And I am unfortunately disguised as a pirate.
My
As a pirate.
my disguised self doesn't change my voice, does it?
Nope.
Yeah, I have a plan. So in case we get approached, I have a plan.
All right. I need everyone to roll. I'll need everyone to roll a charisma check with your stealth bonus on top, please.
Fine.
So roll. So just do a sort of custom roll, charisma plus stealth.
That would be 0 for me. So
This isn't.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
not entirely sure.
So you've got your charisma bonus, which for you, Aqua, is 4, and then your stealth bonus, which is +2.
Plus 2,
So-
so 17 for me.
Just plus them on top of a normal roll, yeah?
Yeah. Because this isn't you trying to be stealthy necessarily. This is you trying to blend in and act natural. So it's using.
Well, that was my owl, but okay.
It's fine. Okay, that's not bad. Averages out. Overall, the 4 of you managed to put on a convincing enough sort of act that you are meant to be here. You know, you're acting in place, not out of place. The guards are naturals at this. They've lived their life in this city. Steelbrow kind of works off what everyone else is doing and is for the most part sort of holding an air of authority. It's the rest of your journey goes fairly smoothly. No more guards in the city proper. As you approach the castle, the sort of courtyard out front is magnificent. There are plants and trees and shrubs and all sorts that have even now been tended to make them look immaculate. The gate into the guard room, into the palace itself, is sealed shut. However, that shouldn't be a problem, you would imagine. The courtyard is, however, deserted.
Okay.
right.
Don't know if the plan was to find was there a secret way in, or are we just going to go through the front door?
Consult Steelbrow to see if there's any more sneaky methods than just to go through the front door.
Yeah, he I think this was mentioned last session. There are other methods to get into the palace. Perhaps a bit less dignified. You can see, however, that the whole time, this whole journey, he's still been dwelling on the Jambari news. He has still been mulling it over in his head, not sure how to react. When you bring up this secret entrance back into the palace, he sort of snaps out of it for a second. Oh, there's a couple of entrances in, but they're not exactly dignified.
Don't need to be dignified, just need to be, well, safe. I suppose as safe as it can be.
Well, looks like we're going into the sewers. I've completely lost his accent. I don't know how to get it back.
I've lost me accent. Dar.
My brain is just like, how? How does one go about doing this accent? So it's just going to be a jumble of sound until it comes back. I'll find it soon and it'll be like, oh yeah, there we go. As he mentions the sewers, though, all 4 guards' shoulders just droop slightly. Just really? And then they look at Steelbrow. I don't know which one to go for.
The one that gets us closest to the throne room.
Closest to the throne room. Well, okay. We can think of something.
Is there maybe some sort of exit or entrance through the hive to the hive that we can get into the hive and from there make our way into the palace?
Not unless you want to go back to how you got out.
No.
She got out a very interesting way. We got out on the other side of the island. It's going to take us a bit more time to do and traveling way, way back. That's not a plan.
No, I think you're not. I think you're right. No, sewers it is.
All right. And then let's go to the sewers.
Okay. They start leading you back away from the palace. And Steelbrow kind of explains where the main entrance to the sewers would be. And it's a bit of a trek. And by a bit of a trek, I mean probably another 10 to 15 minutes. They didn't want it too close to the palace, as I'm sure you can expect.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it was close enough that they could send out maintenance if necessary.
Okay.
Yeah.
God. Sorry. I had a map prepared for this, but I can't access it at the moment for some reason. Sorry. Breaking the immersion for a second.
Well, anyway, my plan with Echo is he will stay at the entrance of the sewers until I get further enough away, just so he can keep guard for a bit.
Okay.
And then I guess it's whatever Echo wants to do, whether or not he wants to come in the sewers, follow me, keep his 100 feet distance, or if he wants to just fly off for a bit and I'll get him later.
Okay. Echo will follow you. He's fine with following you.
Okay, then he can just sit at the entrance until I hit the limit before he starts following me.
All right. Okay. I think I've got it. Just needs to be re-imported. Please hold for a moment. Technical difficulties. So as you approach the sewer entrance, the smell is unpleasant. as I'm sure you could imagine, it's a sewer. But you're approaching essentially what is it? It's similar to the grate that you entered into the city through from the tunnel. It's just an almost build like a sort of little outhouse essentially, with a set of stairs that head downwards. Purely because it just looks like a municipal building essentially. So if I bring you in here, you there, you there, you there, and you. Cool. And then, cool, I can activate it. The door opens, there's no real resistance, and you descend down probably about 50 feet into what looks like just what you would expect a sewer to have. There's an almost latrine running through the center of the corridor, and what look like torches burning either side just to give off a bit of light, but they're actually illusions. So it's magical light, not open flame. Steelbrow explains that they once tried using open flame and it ended in catastrophe. So they don't do that anymore. Learn from the mistakes.
The other five are just
As he says that, I just look at Now and like, you know what he's on about, right? No fire. Otherwise we all go boom.
I resist the urge to just do a quick produce flame, but I won't.
We all died. Yeah.
Can we expect any guards down here?
There shouldn't be any guards down here, no. It's rarely patrolled. No one really likes coming down here, I'm sure you can imagine.
Alright, let's keep going then. I recast disguise self for myself.
Okay. You shouldn't need it just now, but like I'll take note that you're recasting it as and when you need it.
Yeah.
It's an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, but you said we walked like 20 minutes and then another 20 minutes. So I'm just...
Oh yeah, sorry. So you've still got 20 minutes.
yeah, but so after 20 minutes I would be recasting it. After, close to the hour.
Yeah. It's a fairly intricate looking area considering it's a sewer. There are pipes that seem to be valved, and there are streams that are trickling in, and they seem to be trickling in from the top, so they're literally just like falling into the latrine trench essentially. So as long as you're walking down the side, you shouldn't have to interact with the sewage at all. I say to Vic and Sköld, who are currently stood in it, because that's where I put them.
To Sköld, that's his waist. To me, it's my ankles. It's fine.
Kind of.
I would go at the front because I have the farthest dark side, and I'm also I can see the length of almost the length of the whole map, and
okay.
I am also dressed as a guard, so just in case we encounter anyone, I would just be at the front.
Okay.
No idea where I'm going, but I would probably converse with Steelbrow or one of the guards.
Sure. You don't necessarily need dark sight, but as you get kind of further down this way, it does get darker just because there's no magical light. But there's enough that kind of even Aqua can kind of see. Which is nice, you know.
Let's test it. No, I'm blind. It's fine, I'll stick close to Vic. As in on him.
One day, Aqua,
Just your arms and legs around him.
I'm like a backpack. I have no idea where I'm going.
One day, Aqua, you'll wake up and actually, like, you'll be spawned into somewhere and actually be able to see.
Yeah, maybe my magic might give me dark vision.
Maybe. So yeah, you step forward and the guards keep pace, you know. Everyone is kind of keeping pace with you now. And there's nothing really to see. There's a sort of grate here that you can see leads down into another latrine. And these things here are ladders that go up into other grates. Except these look more like actual, you know, grates that you would probably expect to see in a city.
Yeah, I'll let the guards lead us, or let Steelbrow lead us where we have to go to get close to the throne room.
Can't actually see anything now that we got further down.
You have my vision, Rob.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's just a bubble.
Oh, there we go.
I suggest move a bunch, watch yourself on stream, confused, and then that's how I'm doing it.
The further down you get, you encounter more of these ladders that go up. The guards just pass them by, along with Steelbrow. There's a few more pipes that kind of lead somewhere. You're not really sure. There's no real explanation to it either. And they just keep walking and walking and walking and walking. Eventually you reach this area, which seems to be a sort of staging area with a few more valves to lead things, some like stuff. It doesn't look very grim. It looks pretty grim. And they just keep walking.
What's the smell like?
What would you imagine the smells like?
Not great.
Yeah.
I'll just cast. How long does it last? Hold on. Prestidigitation on myself.
Okay.
1 hour. Okay, and I make myself smell like whiskey and tobacco.
Ugh. You smell like an old man.
I do. I'm a god.
Oh, guards are old men. God, general.
Eventually you come out into what looks to be like an open room. There's a pool of water that looks fairly clean, and all of the sewage runoff seems to be running into it, and it's kind of being churned underneath. Like, it kind of seems to all sink to the bottom, and this clean water seems to rise to the top, and at the bottom underneath it's just churning. And there are valves turning on little pillars, and there are levers here that are sort of going backwards and forwards. And Steelbrow kind of just looks on with an almost look of pride on his face at like dwarven engineering, and explains, "Aye, this was my grandfather's idea. We, instead of running the sewage off into the sea or into rivers, we just burn it. And we can somehow, through magic, create clean water."
I nudge Aqua. Aqua, you should take a swim.
I am very tempted to give it a taste, but I don't like where it's come from, so I'm not gonna.
I didn't say give it a taste. I said go and have a swim.
Oh,
Yes.
for a penny for a pound.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you don't have many memories. I always taste all the water, but this one is at its limit.
Are you sure though?
I'm sure.
Steelbrow comes up next to you and just like pats you on the back. He's like, "Ah, yeah, very clever, my friend. Clever, very clever." And then just sort of pushes you. Make a strength saving throw.
Me?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Aqua.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna roll anyway, just for, you know.
You need to. He's
Aqua, you get pushed into the water.
great.
As you fall in, it's quite cool and pleasant. You're in an area that isn't being run into, so it's quite clean. Unintentionally taking an inhalation of breath. Smells pretty crystalline and clear.
Okay.
Make a constitution saving throw. I'm joking, you're fine. You're okay.
Well, I'm like, thanks for that. Let's swim back to the edge. You're right about it being clean, though. It definitely doesn't smell like the area we've just walked through.
Steelbrow is literally wetting himself with laughter. He finds this hilarious.
Morale building before a big event is good.
All right, let's keep going.
True leadership there.
I'm just like side-eyeing Vic right now.
It's like fling your hair into Nell's face. That'll teach her.
I didn't push him.
You started it off.
You suggested it.
I didn't push. I suggest he took it voluntarily. I didn't push him though.
You basically pushed him. Eventually they lead you to this sort of corridor here, and the guards take a moment. They sort of rest their ear against the door and push it open, leading you into a little almost side corridor. This area has no latrine pit, like latrine running through it, and just smells clean. Like the smell immediately is gone. Steelbrow nods his head with affirmation almost, and chuckles as he walks over. Where is he? There he is. No, wait. Where is he?
Lost him.
Wait a minute, he's here.
We lost one.
I was like, where's Steelbrow gone?
He's apparently back there with me.
And he comes over to this valve, and he just starts turning. And it squeaks and squeaks and squeaks and squeaks and squeaks. And then from above you, basically, a trapdoor just slides open, stone on stone, just grinding. And then a little like a little rope ladder falls down.
Where does this lead?
Well, this will lead you up to the palace.
Okay, you go first.
He chuckles. I'm not going first. But one of the guards does. And, oh, okay. Just, that's not what I wanted to do. Copy. Paste. The guard starts climbing. And oh my god, just do as you're told. And disappears up, and then leans down and kind of puts a thumbs up through the hatch. And Steelbrow nods to the next guard who ascends. And then Steelbrow makes his way up.
I follow Steelbrow.
Okay.
I'll hold the line behind us, make sure no one sneaks up behind us.
Okay. The next guard ascends, and then the last, and all four guards and Steelbrow are up the ladder, along with Now
I'll go up them.
and Aqua.
I guess I'll join.
Okay.
Can't stay down here forever, swimming around.
Sköld.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for everybody else. There's everybody else up there.
All right.
Cool.
Apart from Echo, but I assume he's following somewhere.
Yeah. Echo's up there with you. Echo basically
Nice.
just flies up as you do. You then find yourself in a fairly small room, with two boxes that have massive rubies in them, and as you all climb through, both two guards just place their hands on top of the rubies and press, and then the latch closes. Steelbrow looks a bit ashamed. He's like, "You're a bit extravagant, but you know, we dwarves do like our showmanship."
About to say, was the rubies really necessary?
Got to put them somewhere.
Hmm.
As you look around, you see the unmistakable similarity to the palace that you were in previously.
Okay. The door's closed, yeah?
The door is currently closed.
Okay. I still see the whole palace, so
It's because you've been here before.
Yeah. I am going up to the door and I'm going to cast Detect Thwarts. I don't have a concentration spell up. And I'm casting Detect Thoughts to see whether I can hear anyone's thoughts on the other side of the door, just to see whether there's any guard there.
What's the range on it?
That's a question. I don't know.
"30 feet. Use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see."
Within 30 feet, yeah. And it lasts for a minute, so yeah.
All right. There's a brief flicker of thought that you don't quite catch for long enough to hear properly, but you know, it pings basically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's off in this bottom direction, and then almost as soon as you hear it, it's gone. Or as soon as you feel it, it's gone.
Okay, there is someone outside. I assume it's maybe a guard patrolling, because I just briefly detected that someone was there. What's the plan here?
Sköld, you're always good with doors.
Yeah, first of all, how far away are we from, like, the throne room?
Steelbrow thinks about it for a second. I think we're right by the front door. Not far.
Okay.
I think if we make our way to the throne room, we're eventually going to come across some guards, so maybe time for being sneaky is over and we go away.
Claim the throne.
Yeah, we could just walk in there as if we're supposed to be there anyway and just see what happens.
I still look like a guard, so I could be escorting you or something.
Yeah, just don't talk.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bit Sköld, if anyone asks, just say we've just come out the hive. We've cleared it, we've just come out.
Okay, we can. Yeah, we'll try it. I don't know what kind of mashes they would have sent back already, though, from yesterday's fight.
That's true. But if they are none the wiser and they're just normal guards, we might get lucky.
But we should probably assume that none of them are going to be regular people, hopefully. Well, anyone who would be like a regular dwarven guard is probably dead or captured somewhere.
Right.
Wait. I want to do something before we go.
Okay.
Just to do the illusion as well. I am going to cast this on Steelbrow.
All right.
It lasts for a minute. And I'm going to cast it because my thinking is if all of them are lizard creatures, maybe he can pretend, and I'll give him fire. Maybe he can pretend that he's a lizard creature that can breathe fire. No, wait. Did they breathe fire previously? What did the others breathe?
Necro stuff.
Necro stuff. Okay, I don't have that. So it's just fire. It just lasts for a minute, but I'll give it to him in hopes that if we encounter anyone the moment we leave the door in the next minute until we are in the throne room, he can pretend that he's one of the lizard creatures and be like, "Hey, how dare you question me? I'm gonna breathe fire on you."
All right. Okay.
Unfortunately, that is a concentration spell.
Yeah, I know, but detect thoughts is gone.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
Detect thoughts was the other concentration spell that I had on.
Okay.
Well, I could also. I'm gonna have it ready. I've got my fanfare arrow. Distraction,
Like it. Okay.
just in case.
Okay. Okay. Right. Well, with that, we'll have a quick break. I need to check something quickly, and I need to go and grab something. But during this break, we have something cool to show off.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna let it play. Hopefully, it's not too loud. I hope it's not too loud. It might be. If it is, I'm sorry. Please bear in mind I can't hear it. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna mute and deafen you guys, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Right? How cool was that? That took me a long time. I'm back.
Hello.
That was good. Amazing. Thank you. That was entertaining. Good.
I don't know how to publish it.
It's already published. It's fine. I did it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that took me weeks. You're in this small room. Nell, you've cast the spell on Steelbrow. And you now have a minute to utilize that. Did you decide you're going whole hog, no point in hiding now, or is it
Yeah, I go first, and tell Steelbrow to go after me, and then
all right.
Then we go up. See if the door opens first. It opens.
It does. You step out into the corridor, left and right. Nothing. When you came here previously, there were guards posted pretty much at every corner.
Mm-hmm. Is this where the throne room is? Yeah.
Doors aren't open. Now to tell you've been here before and I just haven't changed it. All the doors are open.
Oops.
All right.
Now do you know where you're going?
I assume so. I mean, I have Steelbrow behind me, so he would probably.
Yeah, you recognise this bit as like the passageway from the main entrance into the.
I don't.
You don't. No, true. True. Fair point. Actually, 2 seconds. Sorry, I have to do a thing.
Born in a dragon.
Just a minor small thing here, just crammed into the corridor.
Yeah, when we're fighting, don't know what we're going to be fighting, but maybe we spread out a bit because those things before had that big, like death breath.
Yeah, breath.
Tickled a bit at least.
All right. Right. Okay. So you're outside the door. It's taken you about 10 seconds to get from one place to the other. Steelbrow would be behind now. So we do that.
Oh, let's go in.
Okay.
So you go.
All right. Yeah, we go in. We open the door and go in.
Okay. You step in, and both Nell and Steelbrow get stuck by the other door.
Oh god, that group of textures is just not working out for you.
Jesus.
Why don't I have any color vision?
I don't know. That's not the one I want to move. I don't know. You are just grayscale for some reason.
Yeah, that's sad.
As you walk in, the other Steelbrow is facing away from you, and there are two of the scaly reptiles, sort of on all fours, staring daggers straight at you. Tongues just going with that exact
Sure, I
sound.
needed that.
That ASMR right there.
Ryan, mate.
I don't say anything. I just stand there.
Oh, lights.
Part of that was to see if Nell went to non-grayscale, but it didn't.
Yeah,
It
where
made
the
it more
lights are, I
evident
do.
for us.
Where the lights are, I'm on grayscale, but otherwise I'm still grayscale. It's fine. It's not that important right now.
Your Steelbrow steps forward and stands at the base of the dais essentially, and immediately just unleashes the dragon's breath.
Okay.
How 15 foot? So it was to there, and just unleashes it on the other Steelbrow. The other Steelbrow needs to make a save.
Wow.
Whenever you're free, I'm charging this one.
Oh yeah, like this is a, you know.
Yeah, a starter.
It's just a.
Yeah.
This is taking me more than it should, but you'll be fine. Don't worry.
Can you roll the damage, or shall I roll the damage?
You can roll it. 9. Nice. As soon as the was it fire?
Yeah.
as soon as the fire just unleashes from his mouth, you can hear an underlying scream coming from him as he unleashes it. The fire lights up the room, and the dwarf visage of Steelbrow just sort of crumbles, and this time instead of a reptile lizard, he's replaced by another dwarf in much chunkier armor, completely different look.
Chuck Norris.
Essentially Chuck Norris in a dwarf suit. And turns to you, laughs. I was wondering when you would return. Seems today is the day. Kill him.
Can I take a book out, a page out of Now's book and use Fireball immediately after?
All right.
Oh wow.
I honestly can't. I saw a bit of him when it lit up, because to me it's still that weirdly darkness.
I want to say I might have run up to about here charging this thing by now.
Okay.
Yeah. I would have pushed forward a bit.
But I'd probably hold off if I saw a fireball coming out of someone's head.
I'm
was-
firing it there.
Nice. Nice.
It's a level 5, so
Okay.
that's about even.
You ones in there.
There's a few ones in there.
Yeah, but a few 6s.
Okay.
All right. All right. They all need to make dex saves. Fail. Success, I think.
Yeah,
Fail.
15 succeeds.
Damn the
So-
unknown creature.
The once Steelbrow, now mystery dwarf, manages to dive out of the way of the impact and seems to curl up into a ball, and doesn't seem to take the full brunt of the damage. The other two lizard reptile creatures are fully damaged and take the full 37.
Nice.
Half of 37 would be 16.
Instead of doing an attack or something, I just dropped my disguise.
All right. In that case, everybody roll initiative for me, please.
I don't know how much time has passed now, but Steelbrow still has that until the minute is over.
Okay.
It's not a one-time thing.
Ugh,
Where's my initiative?
why do I do this to myself?
Someone's poops.
Hold on, why is there so many?
Because of the guards.
Oh, okay. Oh, the guards. I was about to say.
Yeah, I know. I know. Don't you worry. Okay. Doom, 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 doom. In that case, we begin the combat. The Steelbrow imposter is first. I'm going to turn it back to daylight so I can actually see what's happening. The atmosphere isn't great, but isn't as good, but I can actually see what's happening, which is nice. What am I doing? That one. I need this open. Oh, I've got too many windows now. This one over here. He is going to charge forwards to real Steelbrow, and it just produces this pristinely crystalline blue battle hammer that he swings with two hands, and is aiming for Steelbrow. Swing number 1 will be a hit for 28. Yep. Damage. And does 11 slashing damage. Okie dokie. Ah, bloody hell. Why am I not prepared properly? Okay. Hit number 2. Bang. Bang. Is a 13. That misses. Swing number 3.
Ooh.
Misses. He swings once and catches Steelbrow over the top of the head, basically producing sparks from the steel that's embedded in his brow. And as he comes to swing again, Steelbrow ducks, and then he swings again and sort of down to where Steelbrow would be, and Steelbrow jumps over the blade. The once Steelbrow loses his breath slightly and recovers just in time. One of Steelbrow's guards sprints forwards and comes to the side. I don't... Oh, Jesus. Okay, he hasn't got stats on his character sheet. That's fine. For some reason, I didn't think that would be useful. Swing number 1 at fake Steelbrow. 20 hits. Excellent. That's it. D8 plus 4. 11. Nice.
Solid. Good
And
card.
that's his turn. Sköld.
Right. I'm going to cast Guardian of Fate.
Okay. This isn't very battle-y music, is it? Oh, that's because it's the role playlist. That'll be why.
The old companion manager is up again. I think. How do I even use this thing again? It doesn't do anything.
I couldn't even help you. I have such a mess with Echo, and he's just a bird.
Yeah, the companion manager popped up, but there's nothing in it. So I don't know if you have to do something about that.
Okay. Guardian of Faith, where's it going?
It'll go by the fake Steelbrow.
Okay, so whenever someone moves into it, they take the damage, right?
Yeah, I should make it next to the real Steelbrow.
Okay. Okay. No problemo.
And I think that's an action, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Where do I want to move? I think I'm okay here. Trying to keep my distance from anybody.
That makes sense. Right. Please hold while I just frantically give all of the guards battle axes, because I'm really good at being prepared, guys. There we are. Alrighty then. This guy charges forward straight to you, Vic, and is going to immediately reel back onto all fours and produces a battle axe from somewhere. You're not entirely sure. It's almost like it just appears out of nowhere, and it's just going to swing for you. 25.
I would want to react, but no, yeah, go on.
Give me this one. That's 16,
Oh.
16 points of slashing damage as it just reels back onto its hind legs, swings with 2 hands, and manages to just... like, it makes contact with your armor, but just the sheer force of the impact almost takes your breath away.
Would that be magical?
It is magical, yeah.
+1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It then reels back, or brings its arms back for another swing. Don't worry, I doubt this one will hit. I don't get that lucky. Yeah, see, 14.
Okay.
So it swings back. Well, it should be there really. Like hits you once, comes in for a second attack, and you manage to just parry it away.
Cool.
Anelia.
I haven't planned anything, sorry, I was preoccupied.
I don't know
Where
what
am
you just said. It just sounded like muffle.
Yeah. I haven't planned anything, I was preoccupied. Okay, I am quickening the next spell. I am casting Infestation on the dude in front of Steelbrow.
Okay.
Damage. He has to roll a DC 16 Constitution save.
Okie dokie. $22.
Shit. I succeed, I take poison damage in most. If the directional, I think he doesn't take any damage
No,
then.
it's a cantrip, innit?
Yeah, and I am going to cast a magic missile at. Oh, I don't have that many spells. 3rd level
Mm-hmm.
on him as well,
Okay.
which is 3 times 5, 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage.
Force damage.
Just straight out, catch him all over the body. Grunts of pain. And pain just racks over him as he takes the impacts.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
All
I'm
right.
staying there.
This guard cannot make it. He's a dwarf. He is here. In fact, he's gonna. Whoops. He's gonna dash, action dash to get within combat at least. Bill is actually going to come and back up Vic with his action.
Wait,
Aqua.
they've got names now.
They've always had names. You just never asked for them. You've literally been with them for like a week at this point.
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt on the one Vic's fighting.
All right.
Let's see. 4th level.
Oh, blimey.
Going all in. Blimey,
Yeah,
indeed.
cool.
That,
Oh, let's see what it is. Just because
Gold.
coldness, it suits me.
Oh, hey. You rolled a 1 on your D100 roll.
Did I?
No.
Let's just see if this hits first.
It misses.
That's that. Great. that doesn't matter.
Not if you use your advantage.
I haven't used
Oh,
Tides
you
of
haven't got
Chaos.
you haven't used Tides
I
of
haven't
Chaos.
used it. Well, do you want me to roll the 100 now?
Yeah, don't forget your feet, by the way.
I know. Shall I put another one in just for?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, will that even work? No,
Just roll the
that's-
D100 again,
Yeah.
because it's
Hang on.
technically advantage on the D100 roll.
It's a fireball.
You're not fucking kidding me!
Yeah, let's choose this one instead. Let's choose 51. I'm choosing 51.
Oh, okay.
The feat has immediately saved me.
Fucking
Oh,
Christ.
blimey.
2 fireballs.
As you cast your Chaos Bolt, you feel the wild magic just build up within you, and you just no, no, and instead of an explosive fireball, a shield just comes in front of you.
Oh.
A magical, just like spectral shield,
Oh,
giving you
I'll take it.
an extra +2 to your armor.
Nice.
So you now actually have an 18 armor class, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I'll have to remember that.
So you've got an AC of 18 at the moment.
And as that never worked, there's my turn.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
This lizard creature is going to run forwards to Nell, and is going to reel back, much like one did to Vic, and is going to battle axe you.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a 27 to hit,
Yeah.
and you take 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it reels back for its second attack. For a 22.
Yeah.
And you take another 14 points of slashing damage, and it just growls and gurgles in your face. You can see down its throat almost as there's just like black, green, swirling energy at the sort of base of its mouth. Belk, you are also too far away. However, not from now. He sees Nell in danger, sprints forwards. I'll save you, lassie! He shouts. First time you've heard him speak for a week.
What's his
Your
name?
name, by the way?
Well, not that. Thank you. Attack. One more. Oh, he swings, and it just sort of his battle axe gets kind of caught in a chink in the armor. He just pulls it away. Ah! I'll get him next time. It is now Steelbrow's turn. Steelbrow, looking around at the immediate situation. It's not good. I don't have his sheet. Got time. Be prepared, me. Make like Scar and be prepared. He's just going to go crazy at the fake Steelbrow. 16, I believe, misses. It does indeed. He's going to go again. A 21 hits.
Oh, thank goodness.
And he gets 15 points in. Nice. Nice. And then he's going to go again. Steelbrow's a bit of a beast.
I say these people with
29.
multiple attacks.
For another 10. That's not bad.
Mm.
And it's like the real Steelbrow, the dwarf Steelbrow, is just screaming as he's swinging his battle axe, and every time it makes contact with the fake Steelbrow's plate armor, there are just these chinks of sparks, and they seem to be. They start off as sparks, and as they fly off into the surrounding space, they seem to expand into actual flame. Vic.
Taken kind of, I guess, aback by the combat so far, i.e. I am last in initiative order. I started running in, and I see a fireball fly in, I see a fire breath, someone changing something else, and before I know it, I'm getting hit by something. So I'm going to look down at the little scrapes I've just received, and I'm going to grow in size.
Going to thicken.
I'm going to thicken in that position, which makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's moved me now.
Yeah, you're fine, don't worry.
Okay.
You were here.
Yeah. And then I'm going to say thanks, Bill, because I think you called him Bill. And I'm going to start swinging down at this one in front of me, with purpose.
All right.
And a bit of anger.
20 hits.
Cool. Damage, normal. That's a low roll, I believe.
Oof.
It's about as low as it gets.
It's about as low as it can get, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's attack number 1. Yeah, and then I'm going to go for the second one, the same kind of thing.
All right.
So I'm trying to stab it in his face. So,
19 just hits.
Just hits.
And another 9. Nice.
That's terrible. On the rolls, at least. It could have been a lot more.
Yeah.
The damage is damage, though.
Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. That first one had another D6 on it as well, and it's still 9.
Yes. That wasn't great.
No, so that's bonus. I'm not really going to move, I don't think. No point chaining it down. I think I'm pretty good here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. We come to fake Steelbrow. Fake Steelbrow. Yeah. He's gonna just go ham on real Steelbrow. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
And
Oh,
that
can I
20.
react to that?
Oh, low rolls. Low rolls, it's fine.
Oh, blimey.
All breathe a sigh of relief for real brow.
Okay, I
Real
was about to
brow.
react to it, but
Hmm?
I can react. I said I was going to react to it if you want me to, even though it's low damage. I said I would.
It's up to you if you
It's
want
up
to.
you.
I mean, you can see that that was a fairly chunky hit.
Yeah. I'll just use a shield. Runic shield. To make him re-roll it. He'll really do more damage now as well, but it is what it is.
Oh, right, so he has to re-roll a d20.
Yeah, and I guarantee does more than 10 damage, but I did say I'd do it. So.
That's fine. Okie dokie. Does he still take the damage?
No.
Oh, right, no, so he just has to re-roll. Like, I see, okay, I get it.
Yeah, try to hit again.
No? Slightly less.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Also,
so-
I had a look at my Guardian of Faith, and it says any creature hostile to you that moves into a space within 10 feet for the first time on a move. So technically, he hasn't moved within 10 feet, but he is now within 10 feet, and it's on his turn. So does that mean that he gets attacked?
How are you really gonna try and technicality the but actually
Yes,
kind of thing?
of course. I
Um,
need every little.
I'm gonna say no on this one.
You're gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm saying no on that one.
Can the Guardian of Faith move out and then back in?
No, because the enemy still hasn't moved. It's not how this works, Rob.
Okay.
26 hits. For another 12. Keeping track. And one more attack. Keeping... Oh, blimey. 20 hits. Jesus. I'm rolling well today. This is scary. And 14. My god. Alright. And smiling, looking around at everybody. You brought more than I was expecting, but it's still not enough. And he steps away. All three get attack of opportunities. Attack. No more. That hits. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You get your attack. That misses too. Bloody hell, these guards are useless. Real Brow gets his attack. Hey!
Yeah.
For a 30. And with a versatile crit hit. 23.
That's better.
As the fake brow takes a step back, real brow embeds his axe into his stomach, and blood starts kind of pouring down his gut, down his legs, and just pools onto the floor. But he still steps back, still coughing and spluttering. And he starts stepping back to where you were told that Asoa's egg was kept. And he's going to bonus action second wind. Great. Didn't think to roll for me or anything. Oh, he just regains 20 hit points. Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Throwden is going to follow. And it's going to go for another attack. Do better this time. Swing. That's better. And 9. Okay. That's good use of your turn. Sköld!
Okay then. Alright. Let's have a gander. Oh, I'm going to move a bit to be kind of like in line with my guardian. Holy crud, why am I doing it? A random box just popped up. Don't want to hear that. Let's see. Higher levels. Okay, yeah, cool. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon at a 4th level. Oh, yeah, that's more like it. Sure, why not? We're just going to plonk him there.
Plonk him there. I love how I can see the weapon icon, but on stream, it's just a box. Just a box.
Make a move up. Attack against. Sure. Okay, well, let me get to that when I get to it. So that's a bonus action, and then for my action, I am going to throw my hammer at Chuck Norris.
Of course.
Which, if I remember how to do that. Ooh, there we go. And... Okay, yeah, you don't like that, I forgot that. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way.
Do it the old-fashioned way.
Get to attack with your thing as well.
You do. 12 misses, sadly.
I'm so close to nat 20, but it just...
Always.
So yeah, how do I attack with the spiritual weapon? I have to click on it, do I?
It should be in the spell. It should tell you. I can't remember.
Melee spell attack against it.
Yeah, so just roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier. Spell modifier,
Okay.
which is somewhere that I currently can't see.
I will tell you once I find it myself.
+8.
+8. Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Still misses.
Jeez.
As you throw your hammer, Fake Brow sees it coming, raises his hand, and just catches it.
Damn.
And is now holding on to your dwarven thrower.
Okay. I mean, I think that you shouldn't be able to do that. It's kind of like Milner. No, you can't hold on to it.
No, his sister did grab it and destroy it.
Yes, but this isn't whatever her name is.
Or is it?
Helena.
Melanie.
Hella.
That's it, Helena.
Elena. Completely retconning it all now.
Close enough.
Is that your turn?
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think. Actually. I think I have. No. You know what? I ain't having that. I'm going to move.
Alright. So it's what? To there. Yeah, you're fine. Okay, you're in his space.
Yes.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. This lizard creature is now going to, still kind of on its haunches after taking those hits from you, Vic, is going to release nope, its breath that you've seen it produce before.
You would.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Sir, what's going on?
Oh. The one with no wisdom succeeds. Are you okay there, Beerus?
Oh my.
You take 27 points of necrotic damage. Bill takes half of that, which would be 13. Right. and then after breathing this necrotic death upon you, sees that Bill is in a weakened state, sees that you've taken it, you're coughing. He swings his battle axe at Bill.
Poor Bill.
And 13, just straight off his armor. There's a high-pitched ring that echoes through the chamber. And Bill, coughing and spluttering, just kind of coughs out a laugh. No.
Alright, I'm going to action disengage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to move here. And then I'm going to bonus action my Hound of Omen. Which costs me 5 sorcery points. And I'm going to have him spawn here if possible.
Where? There.
Can you make him small?
Big doggo.
He's just a medium-sized creature. It's just
Small.
I know we're all dwarves.
Hang on. He's small.
No, that's small.
No, you said small.
Chihuahua now.
You didn't specify. You have
I said
summoned.
he's a medium
You have
creature.
summoned a direwolf the size of a pug.
3 sorcery input. He has a number of temporary hit points equal to half his sorcery level. So he has 3 temporary hit points, and I get to roll initiative with him. Alright, that's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. Raglan, Goblin, Bane. Hang on. I see what you're trying to do, Yathina. You can't fool me.
What am I trying to do?
You take an attack of opportunity.
I don't.
You were right next to him.
I said I disengage. Action disengage.
Fair enough. I didn't hear that bit. I was looking away. I genuinely just didn't hear that bit. All right. Okay. Cool. He is now going to come over and engage with the lizard creature, and swings with his battle axe. Whatcha!
Wow. Yeah, literally, that's what the noise is.
Yep. The lizard creature just grabs the axe under its arm, and just turns and pulls the axe out of the dwarf's hand, and there's just like an shit kind of feeling. Bill, a little bit on his last legs, is going to just swing his battle axe for a 19. Valiantly swings, and max damage for an 8. Both of these two are kind of in a slog at this point. Both of them are looking pretty rough. Aqua.
Wow. As I managed to successfully change my magical outcome,
Stopped yourself from exploding. In other words.
Literally.
my Tides of Chaos will go off.
All right.
So whenever you want, that can be done. And then, as this one lizard, there you go, target him, nearly burnt me again with that horrible breath. And I don't think I'm in a good position to actually align a good spell up.
Not really. Vicus is in front of you.
I'm doing Chaos Bolt at 5th level.
You will need to move to get sight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Vic is literally blocking your sight right now.
What happens if I'm there? Oh,
Yeah,
there. I
you're
can
fine.
see both now. Right.
18 just hits. Roll your D8.
No, wait, not that one. That one, while we're shooting at him.
Force. Nice.
Oh. And one with the force.
Roll your damage.
Right, watch the 2d8s. Damn it.
Yeah. It's 26 though. That's not bad.
Yeah.
You fire off your chaos bolt and it basically just coalesces almost like a Hadouken in your hand and just fires off. And basically you've just got a bowling ball sized sphere of energy that just flies off and smacks the creature in the chest. And you just hear a crack and like an empty inhalation of air as the creature just drops to the floor.
Oh! Woohoo!
Roll a d100 for me, please.
Celebrate a magic surge.
24. 24. Oh. Aqua. In
Please
your
don't tell me
blueness,
Okay.
you go from a sort of like a shade of aqua to just deep navy.
Ooh.
Your skin is now navy coloured.
Edgy Aqua.
Now all you
Yeah.
need is wild shape. You could turn into a seal. You'd be a navy seal.
Yeah, I had my turn on that joke because of how bad it was.
It is now the Pugwolf's turn.
Pug.
Yes. So he's in 5 feet of an ally. This dude is an ally of him. No, he's a medium-sized creature.
No, he's small. He's a pug.
Like, no,
He's just
he's
yapping at
medium-sized.
this lizard's ankles.
No, he's medium-sized,
And
so
barking.
he gets to roll with advantage.
It's not within 5 feet. It's as long as within an ally is within 5 feet of the creature you're targeting.
Well, then
It's the same as like with sneak attack. As long as it's engaged with another ally, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't. Okay, cool. And he's doing damage. That's not a critical hit.
All right, 7 points.
And that's his turn.
Okay.
I think the direwolf should have a special attribute where his size is randomized each turn.
That'd be quite funny.
No.
The lizard creature is going to step away to here, taking 3 attacks of opportunity. You can roll your direwolf. That's
Do I still get to roll with advantage or?
No, because he's moving away.
Alright.
So 1 is 29. Okay. So 1 is... Nice. Okay, so he takes 4 there. And 20 there. Blimey. So 24 in total. And then... he's going to... No, he's not. Right, please hold. Just open a new sheet. Kabloom! Kabloom! Kaboom!
Oh,
Oh, can I? He needs to actually do a strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
Alright.
DC 30.
Yeah, sorry. I did not see that.
No, I didn't see that either.
Oh, he's prone. He gets knocked
Uh-oh.
prone, gets back up, and then releases his breath. Misses the Pugwolf, but catches these 3. Yeah, I didn't actually see that. I just was thinking of
No,
other things.
I didn't see that either. Actually, it didn't show on the. Oh, it did show.
Oh, hang
I
on.
didn't.
No, I did that wrong. I don't want to be...
Yeah, he failed his own wisdom throw.
Yeah, I said I didn't highlight it. Whoops. Let's do that again. Fail.
Oh, he's going to be dead.
Fail.
Uh-oh.
Fail.
Why is it 3? Oh, that
Because-
was
Yeah, those 3. Damage, normal. Oh, 39. The 2 guards, of whom you do not know the names, both drop, just clutching at their throats, gasping, like trying to gasp for air, but it's almost like their throats have closed up, unable to. They just suffocate, essentially. Steelbrow, also known as Real Brow, takes it like a champ, but is also laboured. His breathing is difficult. It is now his turn. He's going to go after Fake Brow. He's not going to stand for a slight upon his honour. Attack numero uno. Hits. That's the wrong sheet. Hits. Nice. And goes for 12 points of damage. And then make sure we've got the right sheet. Attack numero 2.
Dos.
24 hits. This time going two-handed because I forgot last time. 17. Nice. Attack numero C.
Tres.
19. Hits again. Two-handed twice. Boom. 13. Alright, that's some beefy damage. Runs in, screaming, charges, manages to just embed his axe into the knee of Fake Brow. You can see Fake Brow is now labouring, pulls it out. You can see tendon, bone, muscle just, exposed to air. Fake Brow screams out in pain. The second axe swing comes in and catches him in the side, but taken up by most of the plate, but it breaks through just from sheer force. And then the third swing goes for the neck, but Fake Brow manages to just about move out the way, catches him just under the nose, and essentially just opens up the skull almost. Still standing. Vic.
I am going to charge across the room. I'm guessing that's... Oh yeah, we're good. Charge across the room. With me, Bill. And, hi, Aqua. So run past. Targeting this one. I'm going to use my second win as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
19. Right, it's going to use my bonus, my Giant's Might. It shouldn't do, so it was actually 19.
Okay.
So I'll use the bonus that on my attack, because it shouldn't be for that, but I need to add 19.
Okay.
Not 25. And I'm going to swing twice at this thing. This horrible thing that just did its breath, which I detest.
Yes.
Swing.
You can still taste in the back of your throat the just unmistakable taste of rot and disease and death.
And it puts me off so much that I scrape the wall.
You just take a chunk. Just take a chunk out of the wall.
But no. And then my second reverse swing.
Better.
That's better.
That's better. Roll for damage.
I do damage on it.
10.
I'll do my D6 on that as well, because I...
Yeah, go for it.
Oh.
Alright.
And then I'm going to, on that last strike, I'm going to do my fire. Am I going to do my... I'm going to do my fire.
I was going to say, he looks very beaten up and rough.
Okay.
It's probably a good idea.
So the tendrils come from the ground and wrap it.
Mm-hmm.
Strength saving throw 16.
You swing with your fire and your crystal longsword starts to just burst into flames as you swing, and you just basically bifurcate this creature from just above where you imagine the hip would be, just straight through like a hot knife through butter, and it just sort of sloughs off. The muscle is just pure, dense like actual, almost like clay, and it just flops off. The bottom half falls over and then just crumbles, leaving hints of armor, and there's a sort of like dark outline where it used to be.
Okay, good. They're out of the way at least. Do I go block the door in case more come in, or do I get clumped up with everyone else? Clump. 5. I'm just gonna go. Is your wolf still alive now? It's Corey's been killed. Or does it vanish? Yathina.
What?
Does your wolf disappear now? The thing that it's attacking is gone.
That is a good question. I am not entirely sure.
If it goes, I'm just gonna stand where it is. Otherwise, I'll move over to the side a bit if I'm in its way, kind of thing.
Yeah, it vanishes.
Okay, cool. So I'll just be standing. That's my another 10 feet of movement.
All right. Pug Wolf disappears. I can't currently get to him, but we'll get there. Pug Wolf gone. That was your turn, wasn't it? It's back to Fake Brow. Before he does anything, he just reaches out, puts his hand on this ruby that the Heart of Asoa was embedded in previously. Or at least that's what he told you. As he puts his hand on it, he pushes forwards. The ruby disappears into the door, and the door just starts to slide open. As it does, he's going to attack once on Sköld. For 27.
That does indeed hit.
I hope so. for 8 points of slashing damage. He's going for Throden. For a 28, yeah, that hits. Ooh. Throden gets a slash to the neck, and the battle axe that Fake Brow is using just cuts halfway through the neck. He removes it, and Throden falls to the floor.
No.
And then he goes for his third attack at Real Brow.
At least it wasn't Bill.
18 hits, I believe. Yep. At least it wasn't Bill. I love the priorities. Damage, normal. 16. Oh dear. Steelbrow manages to bring his head down just in time, gets in the way of the axe, and it kind of gets tangled up in his horns a little bit. And then Fake Brow removes the axe, the door opens fully, and you can see beyond it. It's not a good sight. You can see beyond it just a cavern, flickering slightly, almost like you're looking through a veil of some form. This cavern has it's about 20 feet tall, about 55 feet wide. How wide's this? A bit wider than this hall you're in now, just about. And it just looks like uncarved stone, or unworked stone, from basically lining the floor, walls, and ceiling, wrapped in a mucousy gunk, are just eggs. Hundreds. From a quick count, possibly more. Some bigger than others. Various colours: black, blue, green, red, white. The bigger ones are at the front. and Fake Brow laughs and goes to step through the door. Sköld and Real Brow attacks.
Does he still have my hammer?
He still has your hammer.
Okay.
Real Brow hits.
Does my spiritual weapon also get an attack?
I don't actually know. You hit with your warhammer.
Oh.
Okay. As you both swing in with your hammer and his Steelbrow's axe, you catch him basically in the chest at the same time. The momentum of him stepping backwards and the two of you smacking him in the chest just sends him flying, and as soon as he gets to the threshold of the door, he just gets sucked straight through and disappears from sight.
Huh.
And for about 2 seconds, he's gone. And then he appears in this massive cavern in amongst all of these eggs. And you can see he's in bad shape, still holding your hammer.
That man.
And he just laughs and kind of beckons towards you weakly, like you can see he's on his last legs, he's struggling to stand. But it's almost like he's challenging you. Sköld, it is your turn.
Right. I'm gonna go for it then.
All right.
This is a bad idea.
I don't care. He's got my hammer.
All right. Are you like running, walking, jumping?
Running.
Running. You just run through this door, this portal, essentially. And as you make contact with the threshold, a funny feeling overcomes you, almost like you're running through jelly, where you keep stepping, you keep running, but you're not taking any steps like when you try and run in a dream. And then, almost as soon as that feeling overwhelms you, you break through the other side, and you come out in a room that to you looks maybe about 75 feet long. But then you look behind you, you can see essentially just a small doorway with the rest of your group and the remaining guards and Steelbrow. And beyond, there are hundreds of feet worth more of cavern.
Okay.
Just coated in eggs. Make a perception check for me. With a 24, you see at the end of this cavern, back from where you came, so beyond the door, there's one egg in particular that has been placed above all the rest. It's almost hanging in amongst like a cocoon almost. It's anchored from roof to floor, and you can see flames spitting out from it, and the area around it just seems to emit heat, and it's almost like it's been given pride of place in and amongst the rest. The egg itself is almost vibrating. The rest of them, the ones closest to it, seem to be literally, and I mean literally, absorbing the heat that it's emitting.
See. Right. Can I do anything in this situation.
As you are perceiving this, and as you have run through this portal, this is when a message comes into your head. A voice. Sköld, I have made it to Ambrin's house. She is not here. I'm not sure what to do or how to proceed.
I suppose I can send something back along the lines of fighting fake Steelbrow, found egg. There we go. Eggs.
You're limited on words, not letters.
Found eggs through portal in palace of Khir-Doral.
Okay. Shit.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow, Heavenly Lady swore.
I suppose. Am I allowed to do another message, or is
No,
my,
you can reply to her messages.
Okay. If you have the means, help would be appreciated.
There's no response. Is that your turn? You still have all your actions.
Yeah, well, I don't know where everybody is in relation to me.
Everyone is still through the other side of the portal. I'm sorry for the rudimentariness of this, but for the sake of an example,
Got some paint going on.
basically, I'm just improvising right now. Imagine you're here.
Tired.
I know, such detail, much wow. And fake brow is here.
Okay.
All around you, with just enough space to step, is just eggs. Just eggs.
How far away did you say the special egg was?
Oh, hang on, sorry. The special egg is this way. In and around. What the one? It's not here. Wait, I could literally just draw a circle. There. It's what? Oh my god. Such a professional. There.
I don't see anything. Oh, there. Okay, I see it.
Oh
I
yeah,
have to
it's
zoom
a
out.
bit further. It's a bit too far for your line of sight. I'm sorry. It's
All
supposed
right. Well, I want to action sprint towards special egg because due to my godlike perception,
Mhm.
realize that that is what we've been, well, what I believe we've been searching for. And so, sorry, Hammer. The mission comes first.
Ooh. Yeah, you can. It's here where my cursor is, basically.
The hammer
Yeah.
will never forgive you.
The hammer will remember this.
Let's see, 40 feet. If I use my bonus action to.
Bearing in
Just
mind
break-
you've already used 10 to get through the
I thought
door.
it was only 5. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Then it would be 30. There.
Towards
You
man.
hold that.
All right.
And can I do anything else? So,
You can move your spiritual weapon.
oh yeah. Come here, spiritual weapon.
I think it has a. How much movement does it have?
I think it's only 20. So, can he pop through the.
Yeah,
The
I'll
quad.
move that in a second for you. Spiritual weapon. Yeah, you can move it 20 feet per turn. So, oops. It's about there, and then maybe this way.
Yeah.
That's about 20 feet. Okay. Your turn?
Not yet.
Not yet.
So it's your action to increase your walking speed, is it?
Yeah, basically it's an action dash.
Okay. Can I use my
And it was your bonus action to move your spiritual weapon.
Scheiße. Okay, well, that's it then.
Okay. Alright. Now...
Can I see Sköld and or Fake Brow through this veil on the other side?
From where you are, not quite. You saw them both go through. You saw Sköld disappear, and Fake Brow has disappeared as well.
And then I'm going to move here. Can I see them now?
Still a bit sketchy because it's up on a plinth, up on the dais. You could probably just about see Fake Brow.
Cool. I'm sending a fireball through.
All right. Okay. Sure. All right. Oh, I thought that would help. I thought that would work.
Obviously, I don't know anything that would happen. I see him, and I'm attacking him.
Make a perception check for me. All right. You see him, and you send off your fireball, and then it clicks that he doesn't seem the angle's quite right. As the fireball explodes, you just see shards of like mucousy gunk splatter everywhere. And then you just hear weak clacking and screeching and groaning.
Do I actually hear this, although I'm on the other side of this veil?
That's how loud it is. Like, it's loud. This is loud.
I turn around and look at Aqua, and I look at Vic, and then I'm just like making the face of, oops.
And
That's
then
my turn.
you see the fire spreads. Not much, but it starts spreading a little bit until it kind of gutters out because of the sort of general moistness of the area. You've managed to, like, Vic, you can see, and Steelbrow could see too, and Sköld, if you look, you can see now there's just a charred area, charred circle, where the fireball hit that is now eggless. If anything, there's just like charred remains of eggs. It seems that Fake Brow managed to either get out of the way or wasn't quite in the way enough to take the brunt. Is that your turn?
Wait, I would technically still have a bonus action. I'm just gonna have a quick look. I don't think there's anything I can do. No, that's my turn. Yeah.
Alright. It's Bill's turn.
Yay!
Bill is coming to back up Steelbrow.
No!
I'm with you, boss.
They're not fighters, are they, by any chance?
Aqua.
Right, I use my bonus action just to basically convert some source points into some spells, and then I'm gonna move next to Nell, and on Steelbrow, I'm gonna shout, "Go get him! He's all yours!" and cast haste.
Alright. Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Steelbrow is hasted. Nice. It is now Steelbrow's turn. Steelbrow is going to second wind. Gonna get some hit points back. And then, taking a deep breath, calming himself for a moment, goes to sprint off after Fake Brow and just charges. Like, and just unloads. 16 misses. Second attack. 13 misses. 19 hits.
Hey.
Damage. 12. Nice. And then goes for his second load of attacks. 21 hits. 16 hits. Yeah, it's 2 actions. Yeah. So he gets 6 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to do the maths in my head and I was like, wait, no, yeah, it's 6. 21. Alright. So everyone that's left in the chamber, in the palace hall, sees Steelbrow just dart off. Literally, he's there 1 second, gone. Sköld, if you're looking in that direction, you just see Steelbrow whiff 2 shots, like surprised at how quick he's moving, and then suddenly just slices through Fake Brow. And I mean slices through. The speed, the strength, the already weakened state of his armor and his physical self. First you see an arm get lopped off. Excuse me. Second, a leg. Third, chunk out of his stomach. And third, his head just goes flying off into the distance. Steelbrow has defeated Fake Steelbrow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then he looks around properly. Ah, Jesus. That doesn't look good.
Nope. That's why I'm running towards that thing.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Vic. You
Are
haven't
we
seen
still in initiative? Oh god, sorry.
you haven't seen any of this happen yet. You saw you saw Steelbrow. Yeah, you saw the fireball. You saw Steelbrow fly off. You can hear Steelbrow and Sköld sort of chatting.
Yeah. Wasn't there a wolf here a second ago? I got 40 feet of movement, so 5, 10, 25 to the door. So 30 to get through if I can.
Okay. You're gonna try and go through the door.
Yeah.
Okay. You have this
30 to get through.
You have that same feeling of just like trying to get through jelly. Everything slows down for a few seconds and then you break through. Underfoot, just like soft crunches of what's left of the eggs. And then beyond that, just eggs everywhere.
Okay. And the big patch where it looks like Nell's fireball hit, are there also like burning dragon bodies, or are they just, is it like a mix of everything?
A mix of everything. Some that haven't fully formed yet, some that were closer to forming. And, you know, we're potentially quite close to hatching of just like small dragons of varying colour.
So, what are we doing in here? Should we get back out? Sköld, what are we doing?
Well, I was going to go towards that main egg and just, well, either destroy it or capture it. I wasn't sure which during the heat of battle.
Okay. I've got 10 more feet, and I could action dash to get closer. I might as well just Yeah, I use my action to dash another 40 as well.
Okay.
I'll probably go just below Sköld to keep him more of a. I wish I could. Can't remember how to like do it and then move.
You used to be able to control click and move, but it never did that anymore. I don't know why. It's there though.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. Teamwork.
Yes. Okay, I guess we do this, and I want to stomp all the eggs as I go.
Oh yeah, like your size makes it impossible to get through the gaps that are naturally formed. So you are just crunching on some of the eggs. Some of them you slide down and are unable to actually crack and break. Others are more susceptible. As you get closer, you can feel the heat. There is a radius around it of about this. About there. You can just see a literal shimmer of heat. You're not quite within it yet, but you can feel it, right?
Okay.
Oops.
I will wait there then. No bonus action to do, I don't think. Nope.
All right. Staying in initiative just for now. Sköld.
Right. So, just seeing that Steelbrow had defeated the fake Steelbrow, I no longer need to worry about that. What's happened to my hammer? Is my hammer returned to me?
No. It's just, as far as you can tell, it's still by fake brow.
Yeah. Okay, I'll get it when I come back. So yeah, let's close in on that there egg. So, but yeah, this place is big.
It's
So,
yeah, and this isn't even as shit. No, press the wrong button. That isn't even as big as it actually goes. It goes further down this way, off the map. I just don't have the space.
Right. Well, I close within here if I
Okay.
smiled.
As you approach the shimmery bit, so to
Yeah.
here, so 10 feet in. So like you were here. Make a Constitution saving throw for me with advantage because I think you're resistant to fire.
I am.
Okay. You managed to overcome the just sweltering heat and any damage that would come from it. You do struggle to break through the shimmer. Roll a strength check for me.
Oh. Test your might.
To test. Show me what you got. 14.
Not much.
It's difficult to push through. It's almost like there's a physical force there that is preventing you from getting through the haze effect.
Okay, so do I make any progress?
You get stuck here. I mean, you can put your arm through it. You can push through it. Like
Must stretch Armstrong.
It's in like, well, no, it's in like, you're stood next to it. You can get through it. It's just when you physically try and walk, it's almost like there's something holding you back.
Okay. Appears to be some form of force field. I don't know. Can't break through.
Damn magic.
Okay. What happens if I get resistance on top of my resistance? Does that make me immune?
Why would you have resistance upon a resistance?
Maybe I can cast resistance on myself.
No.
God damn it. Wow.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. But I didn't know, so I did check. But alas, the internet says no.
Okay.
Who am I
Vic,
to
do you
argue with the
have
internet?
a resistance against fire?
Nah, but I've got a fair amount of health.
No need. I can cast upon you protection, but not this round.
Oh no, is it touch?
That and also I sprinted towards it, so.
Oh yeah.
But I suppose I only got so far, so then can I use a bit of that to get closer to Vic?
Yeah. You've still got the rest of your movement. You can get
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
To be fair, I'll probably just move through it. You can just heal me afterwards if possible.
Okay. Right.
If needed.
Alrighty then. I end my turn.
Okay. Now your friends have disappeared.
Yeah, but I can see through the veil and I can see the other side, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'm casting Misty Step as a bonus action to get to the other side.
All right. You'll have to move forwards a bit first. Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Okay, I go through.
I was like, wait a minute, why aren't you moving? Oh, yeah, that's
Okay. So, how much would you say, how much movement have I spent of my movement?
why. You only needed to move forwards like 5 feet.
All right.
Just so that the 30 feet was in range of getting properly through.
All right, I'm going all the way here then.
Mm-hmm.
That's my movement and my action.
You haven't got enough to try and get through, have you?
No.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me. With advantage because you're you. Okay. That's your turn?
That's my turn.
It's Bill's turn. Aqua, you can see Bill is having to physically hype himself up. He's like, come on, Bill. Come on, Bill.
Yeah.
I know your friends are dead, but come on, Bill. And then he just walks through. And then just physically repulsed.
Yeah.
Steelbrow.
What about me?
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry.
Gonna say, I'm not just sat here confident in life.
I did have a thought. I was like, wait a minute, but it didn't amount to anything.
Well, I will also use Misty Step as a bonus action.
All right.
Can you grab my hammer?
Yeah.
Move
You'd need to
literally
move.
into the door.
Yeah, basically.
Well, Misty Step into the door.
Yeah, so you've taken like 5 feet forwards, get through the door.
Yeah.
So you've used 5 feet of your movement and your bonus action.
And then... Can I look for the hammer? Out of interest?
Um,
On Steelbrow's body, I guess? Or fake Steelbrow's body?
Once you come through, Sköld shouts, "Find my hammer!" You can see Steelbrow and Fakebrow over here, so you'd imagine that's where it'll be.
Okay, I'll go over to the bodies then. And I'm going to see if I can look and pick up that hammer.
Okay, so you can get to here.
Yeah, I can't see any of that on my screen. It's not showing up for me.
Great. You can get to about here. Make an investigation check.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can see the hammer's basically like half underneath Fakebrow.
Nice.
Where his body is lay.
Grab it, pick it up,
Sure.
and then shout to Sköld, catch! And I'm going to lob it in that direction.
All right. Okay. It gets to here.
Oh.
Actually, no. Make a strength check. You're not attuned to it.
Oh yeah, crap.
Please go back the other way.
Oh no.
Like the
Thank you,
uncle who thinks he's really cool and funny, you go to throw the hammer, and with full intention of yeeting it towards Sköld, but your grip wavers. It's surprisingly heavy. You manage to pull it back to sort of just above your head, and the handle slips through your hand and just doof on the floor behind you. Crushes an egg. That's something.
Oh. We're getting later, Sköld. It doesn't go very far. Crap hammer.
Yeah. Forgot you're not as strong as me.
I then just look at Steelbrow and go, "Don't worry, you should still be hasted. Go for it, and then I'll end my turn there."
Okay. He gets 50 feet of movement. 100 feet, because he can do it. He's going to charge headlong straight to getting through there. Making... Oh, no. Okay, succeeds his con save. And now... Strength check. Yeah, he charges headlong, tries to get through, succeeds and doesn't take any damage from the flames, but just gets immediately repulsed backwards from whatever is stopping people from entering. Vic.
Are we still in initiative?
Are we still in initiative, Yathina?
I don't know, I'm asking.
Well, we're still following the tracker.
Alright.
So there's probably a reason.
So what do you want to do with this egg? Do you want to take it or smash it? I'm guessing smash, yeah? I'm gonna smash the egg.
Take it. No, take it. Don't smash it.
I think
What?
our original mission was to take it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that was because we couldn't figure out, or people couldn't figure out how to destroy it. As I shout across the room.
Take
Yes.
it. Don't smash it.
So, okay, I'm gonna try to push. I've 10 feet of movement so far. I'm gonna try to push through.
Constitution saving throw, please. With advantage, because you're as... No, you're not. Yeah, you are.
No,
No, you're not.
No,
No
no.
advantage. Easy. You avoid taking any damage from the heat.
nice. And then I'm gonna try to. Do I need the strength to go through as well?
Strength check, please, with advantage because you are embiggened.
That's
Power!
the one.
You step through.
Oh,
The
okay,
heat is suffocating. It's impossible to breathe sufficiently. You are like taking small inhalations of breath. The air feels heavy and almost sulfurous. Any breath you do take hurts.
I'll do one, then decide against any more.
Okay, so you're holding your breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
You get a minute plus your a minute per constitution modifier, I believe.
got like +5 con or something, +6.
+4,
Correct.
but you've got 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I thought it'd be enough anyway, you know. Okay. Yeah. I guess I tried to grab it.
You try to grab it. Okay. You reach out and touch it. You take 1 point of fire damage as your hand makes contact with the egg. Your hand just chars and sears underneath you. You can literally feel your skin almost melting off your hand.
Have I got the egg now though, or
Your hand's on it. If you want to continue holding it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea. Is try to pull it out of the ground,
Okay.
pick it up, and just see what happens.
I
Make
think it's hanging, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hanging. It's basically
Oh.
hanging in the middle. So it's basically eye height with you, and it's got like mucusy webbing, cocooning, almost holding it in place. So as you're holding it around the middle, and it's got this cocoon at the top and bottom, almost like a spider web.
So could I cut it then, instead of just trying to pull it out? Just cut the connecting cocoon bits?
Sure, you can try. Make an attack roll.
Oh,
You make contact, roll damage.
would you like spat damage? Yeah, sure.
Okay. Which side are you going for, top or bottom?
I'd probably go for... If I go for top first, if I fail this time, maybe Sköld can get the bottom, but I don't think he can get the top.
You do have 2 attacks.
Yeah, so at least I'll do the top first, in case
Right.
I mess up the second one.
Okay, so you top first. You swing, you slice through, and it's almost like when you have a really grisly steak. It's that kind of feeling. There's resistance, and it's sort of cuts through eventually. It's tough. And then the tension snaps, essentially, and the egg falls to the floor.
I've got a hand kind of like on the side of it, so hopefully it won't.
Okay, so you're holding on to it again, or still.
Yeah, it's kind of like with left hand's holding the bottom to left side of it.
You take another 8 points of fire damage, essentially, as the pressure drops from the top. It's a lot heavier than you thought, and it just sears back into your hand.
Okay, and then so bottom left hand holding it, cut the top, and then swing around underneath it as well.
All right.
And go for the bottom one, which I did already click, but I need to click it again now because I clicked it again.
Oh.
Right, attack.
Attack.
Ooh. Although, what's his DC though?
It doesn't quite cut through. You make contact, but the elasticity takes it as you're sort of distracted by the pain in your hand, and how like the lack of tautness it had just bounces your sword back. You can't quite get enough strength in it.
Okay. Well, we want to get out of this and get it done, so I'm just going to use my action charge then for 2 more swings of this inanimate object, which I can't cut through.
This time, you just about cut through it.
I was starting the whole time. Okay, that was so close. Okay, so swing. And I guess try to move. Is this heat thing going to move with me? That's the question.
I guess you'll have to find out.
So how far have I gone so far?
Sorry.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You take another 2 points of fire damage.
Okay. I'm going to move. I can move 10 more feet, or
That was from, Sorry, that was from the previous attack. Just to clarify.
Okay, cool. If I was to use an ability that I achieve quickly, that would be an action. Is that correct, or is this an ability?
What ability is it?
Face step. It says I can cast the Misty Step spell once, but Misty Step's a bonus, isn't it, or not?
Misty Step is, yeah.
Can I just Misty Step out of there? 60. 30? Is it 30? Isn't it 30?
30 feet, yeah.
So I'll just start a Misty Face Step to like here.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so like...
You haven't rolled damage.
Oh, well, if I get through it, can I do this?
Yes, you can.
Sorry, I thought I was just done. Right,
You still got to roll damage.
I forgot to do it.
You take another 9 points of fire damage as the egg releases from the mucousy cocoon beneath it, and you now have it in your hand. It is literally charring and searing your hand. There's smoke rising from it. You Misty Step out of the aura, and it doesn't seem to have followed you. However, the egg is still like searing hot.
Okay, can I just like let it fall as I Misty Step
Mm-hmm.
the floor?
Okay. You don't take it with you, basically. Is that right? So you just kind of leave it behind.
I'll face step with the egg.
Okay, and
But
then let
when I
go.
land, I'll just let go of it on the floor so I stop burning. Because, and I'd say like one of you guys, maybe be more resistant to this burning. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Put it in a metal, I don't know, chain bag. I don't know. It's hot.
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot, and then I'm just gonna wipe my brow and then my turn.
Okay. Sköld.
Yeet.
We come to you quickly. You've been... Spirit Guardians is concentration, isn't it?
Let me tell you,
Yes.
it is.
You feel Spirit Guardians drop.
Okay.
We come out of initiative.
Okay. I go over to the egg and I'm gonna try something a little bit. Is the egg surrounded by flames or anything?
It's
Still?
emitting flame.
Okay. I am going to try something unconventional, maybe a little bit creative. I'm going to cast control flames on it.
All right.
And I'm going to try and extinguish the flames that are on the egg. Or surrounded by the egg.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check for me.
It's not a bad shout.
Okay. You don't manage to extinguish them. It's... Whatever force is inside this egg is too great to be extinguished.
Mm-hmm.
You stop the flames from protruding through the egg. However, whether you're either not strong enough or there is just something else entirely that's stopping it from being extinguished is unclear. But for now, the flames aren't as prominent.
Okay. Since that didn't work how I wanted it to, and I'm still interested in the sort of fire that is, I grab the egg.
All right. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me. Okay. You feel suddenly as you grab the egg, you lean down. Are you picking it up or are you just touching it?
Is it big? Is it too big for me to pick up? Because if it's not, then I pick it up.
It's probably just on the borderline. It's fairly chunky. You'd need two hands. Vic is bigger, obviously. His palms are bigger, but you'd need two hands. You could just about pick it up. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
As you stand up with it, you feel the uncontrollable urge. Well, I'd say uncontrollable. You feel this overwhelming urge to leave with this egg.
All right, guys, let's go.
Suppose we should go see Jambari.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything to help Steelbrow?
Is the egg hurting me?
No.
Okay.
It's quite cool.
So that's what I will focus on and be like, okay, you guys can't carry it. I can. Let's go. Get out of here.
Why am I Steelbrow again?
Almost. Oh, it looks pretty rough. Does Steelbrow look rough?
He's looking pretty rough.
Oh, okay. I suppose before we go, just heal up a bit. Give me a second.
I just keep walking while they do that. I can't get out of there myself.
I'm not too bad, but
Unless I unprepared, that one. Which I may have. I got a math healing word, but yeah, it isn't exactly what I wanted. Okay, I'll just do cure wounds on the Steelbrow.
All right.
Everybody else looks relatively intact.
Guessing I probably would lose Giant's Might around this chatting.
Yeah. Please hold while observer just died.
Oh, okay. I was about to say you have the wrong screen.
Yeah, I know. It's all good. It's logging back in.
Steelbrow heals 19.
19. Nice. Literally.
Stuff.
So I
Oh,
would
you
keep
made it.
walking through the barrier, but I can't move myself through it. So
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm going to pick up my hammer.
You re-equip your hammer. And you're back.
Feel comfortable again.
Ah, Bill. Bill, stay with me.
Bill's looking rough.
Bill can not have my superior healing potion. Sorry. We'll heal you up in a bit, Bill. It's fine.
I can cure wounds him as well, I suppose.
Okay.
Don't know if we need to save anything, but up to you.
Only a level 2. I can't.
But this is Bill we're on about.
Oh, 3 whole hit points. For 7.
That was a
Okay.
terrible roll. So there you go.
Probably got like 20 anyway. Don't worry about it.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Right,
Should we
well,
sneak out, or do we? I guess we sneak back the way we came.
that would be the safest way. I did say to Chambari that we may need some help. So I don't know if there's any way we can contact her again to say that we have the egg and that we're going to meet her back at the Valkyrie's place.
Guys, I think the pressing issue is Now's walked off with the egg. We should probably go after her, because...
She got
Yeah.
did she?
Sköld, you are aware that your spirit guardians ended, but not because you lost concentration.
Oh. Yeah, we may have company. Spirit Guardian is no longer here. Be cautious.
As you leave the main hall now, the doors shut behind you and lock. Aqua gets there just in time for the doors to slam shut and the locks click.
I just turned to Vic. You ready for another fight?
I did turn around. I did turn around to quickly check what that was, but then I keep walking.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Well,
As the 5 of you are trapped in the Great Hall, or at least trapped in the Great Hall, you hear a deep, unhuman laugh that is like proper baritone, and it just rings around the chamber that you're currently in and fills your ears. Thank you for procuring this item for me. Very kind of you. I will make great use of this, but I have no more use for you.
Well, that's ominous.
Every single door in the room you hear a click, and it's almost like 7.1 surround sound. Basically, the clicks are just, and then everybody make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Me too.
Nope. So when I said everyone, I meant not you.
Oh, Bill, don't do it. Oh, Bill.
Oh, Bill. Oh, Bill.
God damn it, Bill.
Okay. Every single one of you, apart from Bill, starts to struggle to breathe. The air almost being just sucked out of the room. Almost like a vacuum, the air is just gone. You've all managed to take in a deep breath just in time. Except for Bill, who, upon realizing that there was a threat, immediately turns to Steelbrow and tries to exclaim something, which takes his last modicum of air from his lungs and then starts to suffocate. With that, we're going to end the session there for this week.
Oh,
Dun,
Bill died.
dun.
Bill was the chosen one.
I
One
mean,
in a billion.
he's not dead yet.
Nah, he's dead. This door's more important anyway.
I love the Bill of was up until he wasn't useful anymore. All right. Good job, guys. You didn't die
Yeah, so far.
so far. Who knows? You might yet live. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We appreciate it. Thank you, team, for playing. I appreciate you. Thank you for
Thank you for
continuing
hearing.
to be part
Yeah.
of this crazy, crazy game.
Amazing story.
Well, thank you. We'll be back next Tuesday for episode 49, Scales of Destiny, with the Navigators apparently suffocating. Well,
The Suffogators. Wait.
that's a different aesthetic than I thought you guys were going for, but okay. 3/4 of the Navigators suffering anyway. One appears to have betrayed you.
Yeah, after all, then. Oh well.
Well, we'll see. But yeah, we'll see what happens next week. I know, right, Rando? So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for appreciating my editing skills in the trailer. I do appreciate that. Not just being laughed out of the building for it. Feels good, man. Yeah, join the Discord if you fancy joining a game in the future, off or on stream. You know, do feel free to let us know, because there's more coming. There's lots of D&D coming. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Oh, we're gonna go raid Foundry, the people we're playing, like the people who made what we're playing on. So let's go give them some love and show them some hype. We'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.